Hey guys, happy Sunday. I am just been feeling super awesome, like with the energy that's out there. And I feel like what we are doing so easily is starting to recognize our patterns. And we know that when it's a pattern, that it's something that our ego created as an adaptation, right? It's something that we created to keep us safe, our own like little path, right? Versus like when we can trust our higher self and our integrity and knowing that we always choose what's the highest best for us and for all. We don't need patterns, right? So we're starting to make our own decisions, which is exciting. So I'm going to pull a little tarot, and this is another deck that I haven't used very much. I'm one of those people that when I get into something, I really get into it. So I have way more decks than I ever can use. So this is going to be a new one, and I kind of like that this one has like it's called the Squid Cake Tarot. It's like a carrot cake kind of a feel to me. It's super cute, and but the people on there are zombies, and I think I said the other day that like it, oh my gosh, that it feels like we're living in a world of zombies. Or I don't know if I had said this online or if I was just sharing with someone about that, like, oh no, it was something I was sharing. We were talking about the chariot, which is what's on my story today, ironically, and talking about all the stuff that we're going through. And this person said, well, you know, what is my other option? And so I was like, yeah, but it's kind of how you do it, right? You're doing it like this, as in like riding this chariot, like this warrior, like slaying everyone else's demons while we slay our own. And so anyway, that's the energy. And I literally, you saw me giggle when I saw it. The devil is the card that's at the bottom. So we are right on point on the energy. It is, we are living in this kind of devil energy. And again, that devil energy is, what is it that binds us? The devil can never trap anyone. Like you've seen in those movies, the devil will offer you something and you have to sign the devil's contract. The devil doesn't ever chase anyone down. Usually the devil is kind of like just hanging around, waiting for someone to find him. So that's the 7 deadly sins. That's all of those things that entice us. That's easy, quick money, fun, like kind of getting into those things that we're like, I'm sure the worst of 2 evils is still choosing an evil, right? Anything that you commit to, anything that you give your attention and your energy to is your devil a little bit, right? That's whatever we give our attention and energy to. And our money, by the way, that's another thing. I'm just going to squeeze this in there because you guys, if we collectively like pooled our money, we could tell the companies that we benefit, like we are not going to buy any more stuff for a month. Like if we stopped buying stuff as a collective, the whole world for 1 month, or probably just even a state, those companies would be so ready to like do whatever we said that we could ask them to like, I don't know, just provide water for everybody in the world. Like what an amazing place is if we just started there. I mean, that sounds pretty basic. I know they're inventing some like really cool frivolous things, but like that seems kind of easy to me. Anyway, sorry, back to the business. So talking about the devil, and that's the energy. What is it that someone's tying? And notice, look, the devil's not even touching it. Again, the devil is only giving an option. Like it's Queen Ursula in The Little Mermaid of saying like, hey, go for it, right? I will give you what you want. The easy way, if you can't figure it out on your own, if you can't use your own soul's journey to find this out, then someone is going to be very happy to sell you a tonic, right? That will work. And, you know, they used to put Coca-Cola, didn't start with sugar, if you know what I mean, right? Like the powers that be, the people around us, we all know how to entice someone into that. The victim is the one who sets the trap for the villain in many cases. And I'm not saying this about anyone's specific situation, but if we look at things at their core, the things that we give our power to, that's something that we're giving a choice of that power, right? And that means that at any one point we can usually turn that around. So here's our zombie energy, and here we have the Ace of Coins. So we talked about the last reading I did, total abundance, total happiness. The 10 of Cups is total happiness in like a fantasy way, rainbows and unicorns. Oh my God, this is so perfect. The 10 of Pentacles is something that you build to and you start this way. That's the house of bricks, right? Whether you're the 3 little pigs or the king, you're not going to be able to keep your kingdom safe unless you build something that has a true foundation. And so this is the card of foundation. So for me, this is like to build our foundation is on the other side of this devil energy. All we do have is leave that. Again, notice that the devil's not even holding them there other than like, you know, doing his like devil magic or whatever. And we'll see what's fueling this behind. Oh my God. So we just got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the start of building a foundation. And this is adventure. So how do we know what foundations to build? It's whatever feels right. It's whatever makes you feel alive and feel like you're going on that adventure. How do you beat the devil? These two, look how interesting. If we looked at this before as duality, it's two people tied. But look, when they work together, when you have passion and fire mixed with stability and commitment, that's how we get out of the chains of the devil. Oh my God, I love this reading. This makes me happy. I got to see one more card because like those are too perfect together. Oh my God. So that's the 10 of wands. So we talked about the other two tens, right? This is the 10 that's the burden. This is the heaviest level of burden. This is when you put that burden down. You needed one more, the straw that broke the camel's back. This is also, so this goes together and it also goes with this. You are now at the straw that broke the camel's back, right? You're ending that time. Look how perfect it was. The straw that broke the camel's back, you weaved that into a family crest or a quilt that you were so proud of. You're like, I have all of this burden. I have done all this stuff. It has been painful. It continues to be painful. In fact, like my family legacy is that we are miserable. We literally are miserable and we won't change and we're going to continue to be miserable. And that's our family crest. And no one's going to be more miserable than us, right? Like, sorry if I'm hitting any triggers on that, but haven't we all been there? It's time to put down using our heavy burdens that, yes, we've earned, right? It's true. We've been bloody warriors. Like we want all the medals and the awards. That's what this looks like. You want to put those badges on there of all the things you've endured, right? In your own personal battle. It's time to drop that. If we want to have a different life, we have to drop that and start getting vulnerable. And how do we do that? Well, we match up. What are the two sides of our devil? Because there's always, there was the intention that began and the result that's not quite what we want. We have to start putting our passions aligned with what's good for building our future. And that's how we escape this whole devil thing. It's by putting down that burden that we're so freaking proud to carry. And sorry that I'm laughing, but this hits home like big time for me. And I'm sure so many others as we can look through the world. I mean, this world of like being proud of like knowing anyone famous and being proud to be connected or having like a family lineage that has this kind of a magistrate kind of a feel. Like I'm so official and that needing to be bona fide. Like what was that? Oh, Brother Horatho, right? Like the reality is that she loved the main character, the sexy George Clooney fun guy who of course sang and was so fun, but she felt she needed a bona fide guy, right? So just so you know, that energy that we are sticking to is that we feel like we need to be bona fide all the time. If you guys can remember that movie, the bona fide guy was he was the butt of the joke, right? So we need to stop being that or feeling like we have to be that and be that fearless, free warrior that just like owns it and will build for something, right? In an artistic, passionate way. He's just going to build it in a way that is like wonderful and life affirming for all. So I like this little reading. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to just do a short one this time for us. So I'm going to do 3-2-1 instead of my 4-3-2. So I'm going to read these guys together. So I have the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups, we've had this a few times before. That is when you are mourning 3 missing cups and you're missing the fact that you have the 2 most important cup there. 2 of Cups is like love, beautiful love, commitment to one another, like literally that beautiful relationship, whether it's with yourself, a romantic partner, a friend, business partner, whatever. That's that 2-person love. That's so beautiful. The 3 of Cups is celebration. So that's, I only came for the ladies and the drinks, right? That's all of that fun energy. And again, yes, sometimes we miss that because that was our devil, right? We love that fun celebration. No, go and commit to something that's going to make you feel good. You already have that. So the decision has already been made. It's not saying choose one or the other. This is what you've got. When you only have 2 of Cups left, you realize that that's the real blessing and you dive deep into that. So that's what this is saying. And then we have 2 queens together. It's funny because we had 2 aces together, the same pattern, and now we have 2 queens. And so we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the stability queen, right? Am I looking at? Yeah, sorry. And that's the Queen of Cups. So this is the queen of the most love, and this is the queen of the most stability. Like how funny. We just had the 2 aces of wand, the Ace of Wand and the Ace of Pentacles, stability and adventure. And now we have love. She gives love. And the one thing that's the Queen of Cups needs to work on quite a bit. If she's out of balance, then she can be an overgiver, a love bomber. Like, oh my God, it's so much up front. And then she gets burnt out. And sometimes she gets resentful because it is very challenging to give appreciation to some of us that love at that level. It's really tough. So that same queen, when she overgives, sometimes she gives too much and she gets out of balance. And then she all of a sudden now has her empty cup sometimes and she's going around looking for approval, attention, whatever those. So those of us who struggle with people pleasing, that's what it is. It's when we get out of balance. We're not doing anything wrong. We just have to be careful that we are not over giving, because when we over give, so we have to stay in balance. And this is that Queen of Pentacles, is she's always in balance. My fingernails are dirty. She's always in balance. So we need to be, again, we definitely have a theme. And where did we start? We started here with this guy who is, the devil is holding the balance. He's holding a chain in the center. This is like, we don't need him. We got this figured out, right? We don't need his patterns. We don't need his chains. Like, honestly, the symmetry in this reading is blowing my mind. Okay, so here we have the Emperor and the Two of Swords. So the Emperor is the embodiment of all four kings. The kings stay in their castle. The Queen has to go around. She does the entertaining. She's socializing. She's taking care of the kids. She's got a lot of duties. The king has one duty. He holds that integrity of his castle. He knows exactly what his mission is. He knows what his vision and his values are for his kingdom, one that's in balance, right? When he has that in his love, in his finances, which is also stability and commitments and those kind of things. It's also fiery passion, right? Keeping that in check where that's not leading him. It may be like the fuel that's firing his ship, but it's not like distracting him from like what's really important in those pentacles, which is just holding on to the integrity and being that foundation and that structure for everybody around you. So, and then this is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is like a blindfolded energy. But what I love about that in most cases, she's not like blindfolded and weak. She's usually blindfolded. And I'm saying she because a lot of times it's a very fragile female figure. And she's sitting there cross-legged, eyes closed with swords, sitting there in a very restful position. And she's got the ocean at her back and lots of times. And do you know what kind of confidence it takes? Like when you're waiting for someone to like roll on up to you and you're sitting cross-legged, like in this Zen pose with the ocean to your back, which means you're fearless. You're not supposed to turn your ocean to the back. It means that I can keep my eyes closed because it doesn't matter what's coming at me. I'm not afraid of anything. I have literally been through it all. You earn your way through. So again, it's that balanced Emperor who knows that I have seen everything. I've felt everything that's coming at me and I will survive. So I don't even care to see you coming. I'm just going to enjoy this rest while I've got it. Like, let me know when you're ready to bring it on. And then here's our Eight of Swords. So what is it that we are battling? And it's Eight of Swords. It's ourselves. It's the prison of our own making. And again, here is the similar patterning to what we had in our 10 of Wands, which was that burden. It's we keep ourselves in this own prison, like we've weaved this basket of our own pain, and we're so busy wearing that as like a coat of armor. Oh, look at what I've endured. Like, oh yeah, you think your life is bad? Sit down for this story, right? And we kind of get ourselves in this perpetual loop of we don't make different choices. We just keep blaming different things for it, right? And so that's what the Eight of Swords is. And how do we get out of that? We need one sort of truth. You cut your way out. You get out of balance for just a minute because you can't get to better until you get to different. So we cut ourselves out. Yes, it will take us out of balance. And we have faith that like we will flow into whatever the next thing is. And we don't need all this structure anymore. We think that it's been helping us and it really hasn't. So I'm gonna stop it there. I'm gonna just peek at these two cards on top because like it's itching. But I'm going to pretty much end it here. Oh my God, I'm like, literally, my leg is shaking. So I guess this is a message for all. So Eight of Cups is walking away from, is this like an 80-20 principle, Pareto principle of love is how I see it. Yeah, I'm 80% happy. That's what most people are. I'm not fully happy. Like I haven't even seen that in many, many years, but I'm 80%. Like it's not worth making a change, right? So that's walking away, like walking away from that kind of energy so that we can find something different. I'm not saying it's with different people. I'm saying it's with different energy. And this is the world. We ended with this last time too. This is the end of a cycle. This is absolutely leveling up. This is everything has changed already. This is starting at the zero. Everything else is just the one. So we have to get to the zero. That's so cool. We have to get to different to get to better. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Sunday. Bye.